Hello everyone, welcome to Legacy IAS. So today we'll be having another session of revision or practice from the chapter of ratio and proportion. Let's see. So you can pause and try. This is the first question. The ratio of two numbers A and B is 5:8. Then if 5 is added on to each of A and B, then the ratio becomes 2:3, the difference in A and B. Okay. Now initially the ratio of A ratio B is 5:8. Then 5 is added and the ratio becomes 2:3. This is what? This is type 1 kind of question that we had seen. In type 1 what we see? That same number is added or subtracted on both sides. Now the difference here is 5 and 8 difference is of 3. 2 and 3 difference is of 1. Now this is a issue. Correct? Because if the numbers are increasing or decreasing by same, then this difference has to be same. To make this difference same, what you can do, you have 3 here, 1 here, you multiply this whole ratio with 3. Correct? So now the new ratio becomes 5:8 and 6:9. Now it is clearly difference of 3 and 3. This is what we wanted. Now you can directly equate 5 and 6 or 8 or 9. Difference is of 1 ratio point. According to the question, 5 was added. 5 was added to both of them. That means 1 ratio point is equals to 5. Now if 1 ratio point is equals to 5, the difference between A and B. Now difference between A and B is 5 and 8. So the difference is of 3 ratio points. Now if 1 is equal to 5, then 3 will be equal to 15. That's it. So your answer becomes 15. Simple. If you are not well versed with ratio points or the type of ratio, change in ratio questions, you can watch the videos that are available on the channel. Okay, 3 types are there that you can see. Then let's move to next question. Yeah, you can pause and try. So what it says, the ratio between the number and the number of officers to soldiers is 3:1. Okay, so officers to soldiers, the ratio is 3:31. Now this is before the battle. Now they go in a battle and they lose 6 officers and 22 soldiers. These people die. Then the new ratio becomes 1:13. New ratio becomes 1:13. So after the battle, the new ratio becomes 1:13. Now, this is new ratio. New ratio. Now, it is asked the number of officers in the regiment before the battle was. That is original number of officers. Now see, if this is ratio of officers and soldiers, what I can write it as 3x and 31x. This is the ratio of officers and soldiers. Now it is given that 6 officers passed away. So this means minus 6 here and 22 minus here. So minus 22 here. Now once you do this, that is from the original quantity of officers and soldiers, you remove those who passed away, then you get the number of or the ratio after the battle. After the battle, what is the ratio? The ratio is 1:13. Simply what you can do, you can cross multiply like this. So this will become 13 into 3, 39x. 13 into 6 will be 78, and this is just multiplication by 1. So as it is, that means 31x minus 22. Now you can send 31x here. So 39 minus 31x is 8x is equals to 78 minus 22. 78 minus 22 will be what? 76, 66, 56. So this becomes 56. How many times? 1 time, 7 times. X comes out to be 7. Now if x is 7, what is asked? Original number of officers. Now if x is 7, original number of officers was 3x. That means 3 into 7 or 21. So this becomes your answer. Understood? Simple? Okay. Then next. Yeah, try this. Pause and try. Okay. What says? It says a by 3 is equals to b by 2 is equals to c by 5. Then what is the value of this? Okay. Now see. You need to find c plus a square, a plus b whole square, b plus c whole square. What you can rather do is just make them all in terms of one variable. Now that one variable can be cancelled out in all three of them, and then you get to the answer. So let's do it now. If a by 3 is equals to b by 2 is equals to c by 5, what I can write a and a in respect of c. So this becomes a is equals to 3 by 5 c. Correct? Similarly, b will become, you send 2 here, so b will become 2 by 5 c. Once you get a and b sorted, now it is easy. Now see this, c plus a square will be what? C is c. In place of a, I'll write 3 by 5 c whole square of this. Then a plus b whole square is, a is 3 by 5 c plus b is 2 c by 5. Correct? Then this ka whole square. Then last is b plus c ka whole square. So b is 2c by 5 plus c whole square. Correct? So this will become what? 5 plus 3. Correct? So this becomes 8 by 5 c whole square. This becomes what? 5, and 3 plus 2 is also 5. So 5 and 5 can cancel, that is 1. So you are actually getting c square only here. Then 5, 5 plus 2, 7. So this becomes 7c by 5 whole square. Correct? That means what? Simply you can write, you can multiply this entire thing, or let's just write it first. So this becomes 64 by 25c, this becomes c square, this becomes c square, and this becomes 49 by 25c square. Now what you can do, you can cancel out c square in all three of them and multiply this whole ratio with 25. Now if you multiply this whole ratio with 25, what you will get? If you multiply with 25 here, it will be only 64. Here you will get 25, and here 25 25 cancel, you will get 49. So this will become your final ratio. That is 64, 25, 49. Answer C. Understood? Then next. Yeah, let's do this. Pause and try. Yeah. What it says? It says two numbers are in ratio 3 ratio 5. If 13 is subtracted from each, the new numbers become 10 ratio 21. This is similar till here. What is being subtracted? 13 is being subtracted. Now, as you know, if both numbers are being subtracted by the same number, then what you will have? You will have the difference still being constant. So now here the difference is of 2, here the difference is of 11. This difference must be constant. So I multiply this whole ratio with 11 and this whole ratio with 2. Correct? This is again type 1 only. Now what this becomes? Into 11, 33 ratio 55, into 2, this becomes 20 ratio 42. Correct? Now once you get this, what is given in the question? What is the difference here? 33 and 20 or 55 and 42? Difference is of 13 ratio points. Now 13 ratio points is equivalent to what? 13 ratio point, according to the question, what was subtracted? 13 was subtracted. So 13 ratio points becomes equal to 13, or 1 ratio points becomes equal to 1. Now if 1 ratio point is equal to 1, original numbers become 33 and 55. Now it is said, if 15 is added to each of the original numbers, then the ratio becomes. Now let's add 15 to both of them. So you add 15 here and you add 15 here. 33 plus 15 gives you 48. and here 55 plus 15 gives you 70. Correct? 55 plus 15 gives you 70. Now you take the ratio. What you will get? You can divide it by 2. So this becomes 24 and this becomes 35. So 24 ratio 35 will be your answer. Answer becomes C. Understood? Okay. Let's move forward. Yeah. Let's try this. You can pause and try. The entry ticket at a fun park was increased in the ratio 4:5, due to which footfalls fell in the ratio 10:9. What is the new daily collection? Okay, see, understand what is the ratio between the entry ticket at a fun park was, okay, it's the price that is getting increased. So one is price ratio increased from 4 to 5. So price was increased from 4 to 5, or you can better write this as ratio only. So price ratio, this was initial and this is final. So initially the price was 4 some 4x and then it was made some 5x. Now due to which footfalls fell in the ratio 10:9. So now footfall is number of people that are coming to it. Correct? So earlier more people were coming to it, now less people are coming to it. Correct? So 10:9. Now it is asked, what is the new daily collection in rupees if the daily collection before the price hike was 2,40,000? Easy. How you do it? Now, what is the total collection ratio? Total collection ratio is what? That you can calculate here. How you will calculate? See, what is total collection? Price of a ticket into number of people buying that ticket becomes the total collection for that price. Correct? So for this initial one, this is the price. Let's say this is the price and you multiply it with number of people who are buying at this price. This becomes your total collection. So you simply multiply, this becomes 40. Now later, or the final one after the increase in price, now the price becomes 5 and number becomes 9. Now you multiply them, the ratio will be similar. Correct? So instead of using x, y and then cancelling them out, 5 into 9 will give you 45. So this becomes the ratio between collection old and new. Now you can cancel this out. How many times this will go? This will go 8 times and this will go 9 times by 5. So this is the collection ratio. This was the initial one and this is the final one. Initial collection and final collection. What is asked? Now, the daily collection before was 2,40,000. Now what you can do? Initial and final. So initial by final. See, initial by final ratio is given to you, that is 8 by 9. Now, what is the initial sum? 2,40,000. This you need to find. That is you need to find the new collection that is happening. Now how you find this? Simply cancel one time, this will go 3 times 24, then 0 and 3 zeros, that is 30,000. Now 9 into 30,000, so x is equals to 9 into 30,000. That means 30,000, 3 nines are 27, so 2,70,000 will be the. You could have gotten this directly also. So 8 and 9 you can see here. Now you have 2,40,000 here. So just ignore the zeros. You have actually 24 here. Correct? Now 3 into 8 is 24. So 3 into 9 will be 27. So 27 you could have guessed and come here and marked A. Okay. Yeah, let's see this. Alice and Olivia share some sweets in the ratio 7:3. Okay, so now Alice and Olivia has sweets in the ratio 7:3. Alice gives 3 sweets to Olivia, and now the ratio becomes 5:3. How many sweets did each had initially? Okay, you can pause and try. I'm not done till now. Okay, now Alice and Olivia, they share some sweets in the ratio 7:3. Then what is happening? Alice is giving 3 sweets. Alice is giving 3 sweets to whom? To Olivia. Correct? So this is a type 3 change in ratio question that we have seen. Videos are also available. You can watch it. Now, what we do in this? See, transfer is from this Alice to Olivia. That means the whole system of Alice and Olivia together, what is the number of what is sweets they have is intact, correct? Like I have 5 sweets, you have 7 sweets. Now I give you 2 sweets, but sum total of how many sweets we both have together is still the same. So we try to make them same here also. So 7 plus 3 is actually 10, and 5 plus 3 is actually 8. Now this is exactly not same. So how you can make them same? Simply you can multiply 10 with, let's say, 4, and 8 with, let's say, 5, because I know their LCM is 40. So I am trying to create 40 here. So into 4 here, into 8 here. Now you multiply with 4 and with this with 5. So multiplication by 4 will give you 28 ratio 12. Here multiplication by 5 will give you 25 15. Correct? Now these are the two ratios that you get. Now it is asked, okay, now how many sweets did she give? So here the difference is 25, 28 and 12 and 5. The difference is of 3 ratio points. Now it is given equivalent to how many sweets did she give? She gave 3. That means 1 ratio point is equivalent to 1 sweet. Now if 1 is equivalent to 1, that means number of sweets that they have is actually 28 and 12 only. So A becomes your answer. Understood? Simple. This concept has already been taught in a separate video. This is just a practice session. Okay. 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 We'll do this sometime later. That's it for this. Thank you.